Cowboys 43 meters. Vernon Bryant, staff photographer Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones answers questions during a press conference in Oxnard, California on Sunday, July 23, 2017. Dallas Cowboys training camp begins on Monday. Vernon Bryant, The Dallas Morning News by SportsDailyFW.com. At SportsDailyFW, Jerry Jones isn't afraid to speak his mind. The Dallas Cowboys owner has said all kinds of interesting, weird and confusing things since he bought the franchise in 1989, now 30 years ago. Here's our 25 of his greatest quotes. Point 1. You're fired. Topic of conversation: axing Jimmy Johnson and winning a Super Bowl with Barry Switzer as head coach. What he said: disloyalty. I couldn't handle the disloyalty. Whether it was right or not, by every measurement you can go, I had paid so many times a higher price to get to be there than he had paid. It was unbelievable. I'd rather have won that one with Barry 10 times more than doing the same thing with Jimmy, 1,000 times more than having done the same thing with Jimmy. Just simply because I guess I am still that damn frustrated with the way everything happened with Jimmy, too. Doc the Daddy, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, 4 stiff arms Washington Redskins cornerback Bashaud Breeland, 26, on a fourth-quarter run during the Washington Redskins vs. the Dallas Cowboys NFL football game at it. Louis DeLuca, The Dallas Morning News. Topic of conversation: Dak Prescott's stiff arm versus the Redskins on Thanksgiving. What he said: you see him run by a secondary player, and then when he puts that stiff arm out, you quit worrying about him a little bit, Jones said. He's the daddy when he does that. Luke Morris, staff illustration. This one is split into 2 parts. Then, when Jerry Jones was talked out of picking the former Texas A. I get madder every day about missing him. Manziel would guarantee our relevance for 10 years. I'm still so damn mad at Steven. Now, Jones comments on Manziel after everything that's happened to the QB. I don't even dare, right now, go into picturing him in a training camp or him at a note or him in a ball game, Jones said. You don't go there. 4. That porn referenced the topic, whether Tony Romo should, would or could replace Doc as starting QB. What he said: I don't have a definition for it, but you'll know it when you see it. It's kind of like a definition I heard one time of another issue trying to define a negative topic, and they said, I don't know how to say it, but it's just something that when you see it, you'll know it's there. We'll see it. Note, this is the Supreme Court's definition for porn. Point 5. Glory hole. A topic of conversation: Jones was hyping his team up before training camp when he used the commonly used expression in the oil and gas business. What he said: I've been here 23 years. I've been here when it was glory hole days and when it wasn't. I want me some glory hole. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones earned Hall of Fame jacket by changing the way the NFL does business. Topic: Jason Garrett's coaching job in 2016. What he said: if you look at the status of this team, not just the one-loss record, but if you look at the way that we've handled our challenges and you look at the lack of dangling participles out here, you don't have a little awkwardness over here or a little awkwardness over there. This isn't kind of giving us a big problem over there. You learn that when things are really tight, somebody is doing a great job, Jones said. When you have this many people and you've got the ambiguity of injuries and you've got all of those things, it's not a tight thing. It's loose. It's like holding 2 handfuls of Jell-O and trying to keep it all in those 2 hands. I think Jason has done that. He's very effectively held the Jell-O and is keeping it and moving it forward. 7. All My Exes live in Texas. Topic of conversation: ticket sales for country music star George Strait's final concert, held at it. What he said: did you know 77,000 tickets sold in just 15 minutes? These tickets got up to where they were selling for $10,000. The parking close to the stadium was $1,000 a space. This gate is $13 million. After I get mine, I'm laughing. 8. What a view. Topic of conversation: how it felt to finish 4-12 and last in the NFC East in 2015. What he said: I'm looking up, on my back, and all I see is ass. I want a different perspective. 9. A businessman topic of conversation. In his first press conference, after buying the team in 1989, what he said, "I intend to have a complete understanding of contracts, jocks, socks, and TV contracts. There's no way I can look in the mirror if I don't understand anything about this business." 10. Firing the fedora, Harold Valentine. AP Dallas Cowboys coach Tom Landry walks across the turf at the Orange Bowl, Jan. 17, 1971, as he watches his team loosen up with calisthenics before engaging the Baltimore Colts in the Super Bowl V game. AP photo, Harold Valentine. Topic of conversation, letting go of legendary coach Tom Landry in 1989. What he said, "I resent the way that it was handled, too. I was so sensitive to his feelings. I was so sensitive to the speculation. It did mean everything to me for Coach Landry to hear what I had to say in the manner I had to say it as quickly as possible, and that was done." 11. Looking good in the shower, smiley N. Pool staff photographer Troy Aikman smiles during an interview about why he decided to fold his nonprofit into the United Way on Thursday, March 31, 2016, in Dallas. Smiley and Pool, the Dallas Morning News. Topic of conversation, training camp 1989, in reference to quarterback Troy Aikman, who the Cowboys selected number 1 overall in that year's draft. What he said, "All I can say right now is that he looks good in the shower." 12. Not one in a million. Topic of conversation, the early morning of March 22, 1994, when Jones decided to fire Jimmy Johnson. What he said, "There are 500 coaches who could have won the Super Bowl with our team." Flashback, Jerry Jones almost bought the San Diego Chargers in 1966, until his father got word of his plans. Topic of conversation, how it felt to lose Dez Bryant in Week 1 and Tony Romo in Week 2 of the 2015 season. What he said, "Just about as low as a crippled cricket's ass." 14. No comment, he's got one of those nice bubble butts. May 5, 2008, in reference to the makeup of first-round pick Felix Jones. 15. Garrett's profanity. Topic of conversation, Jerry Jones to reporters asking about profanity head coach Jason Garrett used during filming of Amazon Prime series, All or Nothing, the Dallas Cowboys. What he said, "What in the expletive are you all getting to?" 16. 2016 training camp. Sugar plums, included. Topic of conversation, at the State of the Cowboys speech in 2016, Jerry was talking about how excited he was to see a temporarily healthy Tony Romo back. What he said, "We're excited about this team. Had visions of sugar plums seeing number 9 roll out there." Topic of conversation, Tony Romo. What he said, "Romo was a miracle. He almost never got in, and he almost was gone." 18. What's Parcells worth? Erwin Thompson, the Dallas Morning News. Dallas Cowboys coach Bill Parcells talks with owner Jerry Jones during practice at the Dallas Cowboys training camp on Wednesday morning, August 2, 2006, at the residence in Marriott in Oxnard, CA. Topic of conversation, referencing former Cowboys coach Bill Parcells in 2010. What he said, "Bill's not worth a expletive. I love him. Not worth an expletive, but I wanted, they were on my ass so bad. Jay's gotta have a yes man. So to get this expletive stadium, I need to bring his ass in." 19. If you can connect these dots, more power to you. Topic of conversation, regarding the negotiations to end the NFL lockout in July 2011. What he said, "We're down to circumcising mosquitoes." 20. Shedding a tear. Topic of conversation, in 2014, Jones was recalling a 21-17 playoff to the Giants, which he said is one of 3 losses that has made him cry. What he said, "That's where I went to the place I used to go to when they would call and tell me that I had just lost all of my money on a dry hole." 21. Should he fire himself as GM? Topic of conversation, in November 2012, when asked if he should have fired himself as Cowboys GM, what he said, "Well, I think so, because he was there to dismiss. If I'd had the discretion, I've done it with coaches, and certainly I would have changed the general manager." 22. Little Fat Pig, Louis DeLuca, the Dallas Morning News. Announcement of 2010 NBA All-Star Game to be held at the new Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington. attended by Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, NBA Commissioner David Stern, and Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban. Topic of conversation, March 2014, in response to Mavericks owner Mark Cuban's criticism that the NFL was getting too greedy. What he said: "I know more about pigs than Mark does. I was taught as a Razorback to be lean and mean, not a little fat pig." Charlotte Jones Anderson on how she started working for the Cowboys, says Jerry Jones fired his own daughter twice. Topic of conversation, on his healthy in August 2013. Jones was 70 years old at the time. What he said: "I've been told that I have by CAT scans, that it's like the brain of a 40-year-old. The guy really did not know it was me. I was there anonymously," he said, "and so I just wanted to come down. I saw your chart. I know how old you are. That part is really impressive." 24. That newfangled technology. Topic of conversation, October 2013, on his flip phone. What he said: "I don't have any butt dialing with that thing. I know that." 25. The man behind the mask. Topic of conversation, in November 2013, on the Cowboys mascot. What he said: "That's me in that rowdy outfit every now and then." Honorable 2017 draft mention. What he said: "A lot. War Daddy. Listen live to sports radio, The Ticket, 1310 M, 96.7 FM, and rewind and pause up to 1 hour. Free, unlimited access to content from Sports Day and the Dallas Morning News. Tap here to download for iOS. New Android version soon. Get current version."